Okay, I'm just starting this now, and an airplane was making noise, so that could be a sign that there are major changes in everyone's lives about to happen, okay? So, what massive changes are taking place in your life? There are 6 cards. It goes from left to right, so this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3. Okay, I'm filming this on the windowsill because my son is being very, very mischievous right now. This is the only place I can get it done. Okay, so really meditate and let's go. So for pile number 1, you have abundance, fill the well, and the 3 of cups. Now I'm trying to do less cards so I can rely more on my psychic abilities. Okay. Well, 2 plus 5, I'm saying 25, that makes 7. This is a card about learning, persistence. Okay. What massive change is coming to pile 1? There's a new endeavor for a career change, okay? You need to be working hard in order to achieve this abundance, but don't be afraid. There needs to be an equal give and take of, what's the word I'm looking for? Equal give and take of balance between work and break. Okay, so that was interrupted, but that's only because of recieve. But that could actually represent minor setbacks here and there. So success doesn't look like one line going up. There may be staggered starts, okay? But the good thing is you'll get that, whatever it may be, whether it be a job, whether it may be studies, whether it may be a relationship, there'll be a lot of abundance that comes out of this. But there needs to be an equal balance between working hard and taking a break. But I just see mostly success in terms of career. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Okay, as for pile number 2, again, similar to pile 1, there's the talent. I'm hearing, I want to scream, I want to shout, I want to hear to the screams dry out. I don't know what song. Oh yeah, Read All About It by Amelia Sande. Okay, so there's a talent, there's a hidden passion, a hidden talent that you need to uncover. I don't know what it is, but it's going to bring you fortune. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on, because we have 6 plus 2, which is 8. 8 is all about abundance and opportunities. So there's a collaboration here. I don't know, it could be anything. It could be like, I don't know, partnership, but whatever it is, it will bring like a lot of like more opportunities. So it's more like links. So if you know the right people, they will shift you to the other people. So in work, studies, whatever it may be. But I'm getting it's mostly related to either studies or like career. But actually asking for the right people for the right help. Okay, this is something I don't even do, so I know I need to do that. But sharing your gifts, so maybe to do with like talented and stuff, more creative pursuits. So I'm not getting like a rigid, boring sort of thing or something you apply to. Like you have to like really use your skills and like more creative. Okay, could even be, I don't know, could even be piano, could be music, could be art, could be anything, but it's just something that you enjoy. But there's a collaboration. You need to actually put yourself out there, and then your vibe attracts your tribe. So you'll find somebody who's into the same thing that will lead you to where you need to be. There's an opportunity, so don't take it, okay? And it's gonna land you to exactly where you need to be. Okay, I'm gonna move on to pile number 2. Okay, so for pile 3, okay, so one thing is, whatever it is, so you may, I don't know, you may have been procrastinating, kind of thinking, should I go for it? Should I not? Should I pause my study? Should I continue? Should I take up an offer, or should I start investing in myself? Should I start manifesting what I want in my life? And I feel like there's still some inner work that needs to be done, because we have to clean up your mess. And 3 plus 7 is 10, but rounds to 1, so new beginnings. So if you've been so focused on one thing and it didn't work out, or you've been building something and it just kind of like went plat, you know, or you're not really seeing much of a result, there's an opportunity to start fresh and new. Maybe not the same thing, but something different. But there's some inner work. Maybe some of you are trying to manifest stuff, but it's not really working out. Okay. It's not that it doesn't work, but it's mainly, it will guide you towards what's actually meant for you, or something better. But whatever you're thinking about doing, whether it means to take a new route or a new route, then you're ready. You may feel like you're not ready. You may not have the resources, but you're actually ready. There is potential. There's something. It's like you may not have much, but the bit that you do have, you need to work on it. So say, for example, if you feel like you don't have much money, the pot of money that you do have, you can take that little piece and invest it into something that's going to help get you started. So maybe a course, a degree, or whatever it may be. And that's what's going to launch you more. Okay. For part 1 and part 2 is mostly to do with career, but in this I'm not getting it's only career. For some of you, it's actually just launching a new start in reconciliation, relationship, or just, a start of becoming your best self. Okay. So maybe some of you are in the process of a glow up. Maybe you're trying to grow your hair. Maybe you're trying to work on your appearance. Maybe you're trying to work on your self-esteem, your confidence, whatever it may be. You're ready to make a start. Don't feel like you don't have all the tools. Okay. Because this is a fresh and new page. Like we're in Aries season. So this is like all beginnings. This is like feisty energy. This is like, let's start now. Okay. There's so much potential. There's so much, they may not have much now, but you have enough resources to get you started, to help you take yourself to where you want to be. Okay. But there's still a lot of shadow work that needs to be done. So, getting rid of any negative self-talk, self-doubt, kind of building yourself up a little bit day by day. So maybe start dieting for some of you, because that's really going to change your whole mood, drinking more water, etc. But I feel like some of you are kind of like, should I start now? Something else is in the way. Something's getting in the way. Or no, let me start again. No, oh no, this is getting in the way. Like there's no obstacles. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but there are no excuses to keep delaying, procrastinating from what you need to do. You're ready, you need to start it. Okay, you need to find time somehow, some way, and just make a start. Okay, because it's what's going to lead you to where exactly you want to be, regardless of what it is, because it is a general read. Okay, but start now so you can thank your future self can thank you later. Okay, but you need to work on it. Good things take time. That's what I'm hearing. But you're going to get exactly what you're wanting. Okay, I'm going to move on to part number 4. Okay, so part number 4. Okay, I feel like with this part, oh my God, this part, I'm getting a sense that you guys probably look at a lot of pick a card readings, like on the daily. Like there's always this anxiety or this need to know everything. Like I must know, I must control the situation. You may not do it purposely, but sometimes there is comfort in not knowing. And some people think that if you're into tarot reading or if you're into psychic things, that you're going to know everything. And that's not true. Sometimes things are hidden from you for a reason. And that's so that you can explore and learn. Get comfortable with not knowing everything, okay? Sometimes it's okay to be living in unfamiliarity. How do you grow? How do you change? How do you learn if you know everything? If you want to know what's ahead, okay? We have let go and let flow, 27, with 2 + 7 is 9s. There could have been an ending, whether it be a job, a relationship, a mindset, an old self, an idea, whatever it may be, okay? But at first it left you anxious, thinking, what do I do? How do I fix it, etc. What do I go from here? What route do I take now? Okay, some of you, it may have been difficult. You didn't want to. You tried to fight it. But then now you're kind of in this energy of acceptance. And you're like, you know what? It is what it is. But now what? Now what do I do? And you're searching for answers, okay? If this is not resonating, choose another pile, okay? Because this seems really specific. But you need to get comfortable in being in very quiet rooms, places, so that you can do a lot of thinking. Maybe at night when everyone's sleeping, meditation brings answers. Okay, but I do see 2 opposing ideas, maybe people, maybe ideology, maybe collaboration. 2 things or people, opposites that don't really mesh well, but making something work. So compromise, okay? But you have to let go and let flow. You can't really force people to be like you, nor can you force yourself to be something you're not. But you're going to have to make a compromise. I feel like you have to get used to not knowing everything and just vibing with it, just going with the flow. Okay, because I hear it's going to bring you a lot of positive change. The chart is really good positive change, very good card to get. You're going to be a lot happier. Because I was hearing Surrender, that TikTok song. So you're going to be a lot happier. And it's only because you're kind of learning to trust God and the universe and just kind of like letting life flow, because you're not supposed to know. This pile's not supposed to know what's ahead. You're just supposed to know that you're going to be happy regardless of the scenario, but you need to trust it. Okay, two things will come alive. Even I'm sensing something that you don't even expect. So something that like you probably had a negative mindset about and probably thought, yeah, I doubt this will work. Yeah, I've heard this all before. This is all toxic positivity. But to be honest, everything will work in your favor. You just need to calm down. Someone really smart once said to me, there's no point stressing if you can't change something. And the beautiful thing about this is sometimes you don't know what's ahead. So you can't stress over something you don't know. You know, so you just kind of have to go with the flow. And I know it's easier said than done, but once you rewrite your mind like that, it works out well. Try drinking some water and listening to Alice Love Exists subliminals that are really positive and uplifting overnight. Trust me, you'll wake up so refreshed and starting the day with thinking about things you're grateful for. Okay, once you're in that positive, happy energy, you'll see all these changes, all these massive, great changes. Okay, sometimes it's good to not know and just be present. Okay, and you'll find the answers. They will come to you. They will flock to you. You might pick them up musically even. Okay, but I'm going to move on to pile number 5. Okay, so for 5, okay, I'm hearing don't let me down. So, okay, let me address the number 54. 5 plus 4, 9, endings. Okay, something must have ended. Maybe an opportunity, maybe a relationship, maybe, I don't know, an idea, hope of something. Something didn't go well as planned, okay? Maybe you had high hopes for something and it didn't go that way. But God is saying there's something better. Okay, so Page of Wands, that's more to do with like endeavors. For some of you, I feel like this is actually pertaining to love. So it's kind of like there's an admirer or a better suitor. Not immature, I'm not just looking at it as a page, but I'm looking at something that make you feel youthful again, okay? So don't sweat the small stuff. So you may have been really upset initially, but there's something that's going to be presented to you much better. And I feel like you will be this Page of Wands, not immature, but kind of like excited about life again, excited about new beginnings. How could you welcome anything better if you're holding on to resentment or you're holding on to the endings of the pain, etc.? Don't sweat the small stuff. It's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Whatever that was ended or whatever that was taken from you or lost or gone, God's going to give you something much better. Okay, so this could be really applied in any scenario, but I'm getting for pertaining to love especially. So don't sweat the small stuff. It's really not that deep. If you knew what was ahead of you, you would be telling yourself the same advice. It's only because we don't have the person or the opportunity or the job or whatever it is that it's easy to think about, oh, what if it's not for me? But these are big changes. Okay, 5 is a number of change. 4 is a number of stability. So you will get that stability, but there has to be a change. If your life was to stay exactly the same for the next 10 years, would you be happy? No, sometimes there are changes that are needed so you can actually get what you want. We ask God for things, and then when he's trying to orchestrate good things in our life, we get upset because, you know, the process in getting it may not be the prettiest, but it's essential. It's made for your growth. There's no such thing as wasted time, wasted effort. There's a lesson behind everything. So don't even worry. Don't sweat the small stuff. Something better is coming. Okay? Something that catches your eye. You make the decision in that one. It's kind of like a kid. Like when a kid is crying, we give them everything they want. You know, they may want something specific, but then when you present to them something better, they get really excited. They get over things very quickly. So if a child falls down, they cry, and then they get over it. You take something away, they cry for a little while, then they get over it very quickly. They bounce back. Children are a lot more resilient than us adults. Okay? So I feel like the universe is going to be talking to you in that way. Like if you lose something, they're going to give you something better. You'll get over it. Okay? It may not feel that way now, but trust me, you will get over it. And you'll be presented with something better that you'll be thinking, why was I even pressed about the other issue? Whatever it may be. Okay, so whatever that was lost or taken, something better will be given to you. So don't worry. I know it sounds very generic and everyone says that, but it's so true in this context. Okay, so I'm going to move on to pile number 6. Okay, so for pile number 6, why do I feel like this is more pertaining towards love? Attention. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a lot of love offers because cups are usually emotion presented to you, but you may not be willing to take any because you may be thinking, oh, it's not as good as this, it's not as good as that. I'm not saying lower your standards, but you have to remain positive and look at the good in things. Okay, some of you are in a really depressive state where you're just like, I don't want to talk to anyone, I just want to keep to myself, woe to me, victim mentality. But when you remain positive, you actually attract more in your life. We have dare to be happy. What number is this? 26, 2 plus 6, which is 8, abundance. This could be in money, this could be in love, this can be in life. Okay, 2, I think of a couple, I think of two coming together, and 6 is the past. So there could also be reconciliation for some of you. But you need to remain positive, okay? If you have been wanting something to come back to you, it will come back to you. But you need to be positive. You need to be focusing on yourself. Be present. Don't think about what is lost. Don't think about the past. Think about the good memories and think about how you can make better memories with yourself right now. Okay? But if you do want a reconciliation, it's on its way. However, if you want happiness elsewhere in your finances and yourself, then you can also do that. But you need to remain positive regardless, even if it's career related, even if it's life created, even if it's just restoring that inner confidence that you once had in yourself. It will be resourced, but you need to do the inner work. You can't just expect things to make you happy. You need to make yourself happy. I know it's a cliche. People say, oh, happiness is a choice. And it's just like, how the hell do I choose to be happy? This isn't to say that you're not allowed to be sad. You are allowed to be sad. But it becomes clinical and unhealthy when it's day after week, after month, after year. You need to give yourself some time to actually just be present and happy. Remain positive. Find little things. Start your day with remembering what you're grateful for. And God will do the rest. Okay, so get out of this rut because there are big changes. You may feel like, oh, everything's taking its time, it's running slow. Then why don't you do something to orchestrate something that will make you happy? Don't be waiting for, I will only be happy if. I will only be happy if. I will only be happy if. Like, no, you need to be happy now. And you'll receive exactly what you want or better as the time goes on. If you're so focused on your happiness and your mental health and your well-being, then you're not going to be worried about whether you get something or not. Detachment is the way you get everything you're asking for. It's a weird way of how it works, but somehow it works that way. You need to be present and appreciate what you have now, okay? But overall, whatever you're hoping for, yearning for, is your happiness. Maybe happiness itself is the big, massive change, and you're going to be super, super happy, okay? That's what I'm getting for pile number 6. I'm going to end it there. Let me know what you want to see next, and take care.